Hi everyone, you're all welcome back to the channel. In today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make this princess dart blouse with a trumpet sleeve, and you can also see the side slit on it. It's a very beautiful blouse. You can use it with your skirt, you can use it with your trouser, and it will all come out lovely. I'll be showing you the easy and detailed method I use to achieve this princess dart blouse. Okay, so if this is something you're interested in, stay tuned and let's dive right in. These are the measurements I'll be working with. I've already gone ahead to mark my start line. From the top I came down by half an inch, so I'll be starting on my measurement from that line. I'll come down by 11 inches for my bust point, and my waist point is 17.5. I'll go on and rule a straight line connecting the dots. So the sewing tutorial of this blouse is going to be going up next. You want to stay connected, subscribe, and turn on your post notification bell. Also like our videos, okay? So I'll go on and take my shoulder measurement. Shoulder of 16 inches divided by 2 is 8 inches. And I went ahead to take my neck width of 3.5 and neck depth of 3.5. I'll go on and rule a curve connecting the point at the neck line. Alright, so at my shoulder point, I'll come down by 1 inch to create my shoulder slope. And then the next thing is to take my armhole depth. The formula you need to achieve that is right on the screen. I'll go ahead and rule a straight line and then rule another line this way. The next thing is for me to create my armhole curve. To do that, just go ahead and get the midpoint of your armhole depth, and at that midpoint you're going to come in by half an inch. Go ahead and divide your bust measurement by 4, and then just go on and mark it right there. So I'm going to be creating a curve from the shoulder slope, shoulder point, to the half inch I came in by, connecting it to my bust measurement. So now I'll go on and take my bust span, which is from one nipple to another. I'm working with 9 inches divided by 2 is 4.5. So I marked 4.5 at the bust point, the waist point, and the full length of my blouse. And I went ahead to rule a straight line. I'll go on and label my lines. I have the bust point, waist point, and the hip point, which is the full length. At my waist point, I'll go in by half an inch and then out by half an inch. I'll connect the line, blending it into the bust point like this, and also at the down part, I'll connect it this way, blending it into the hip point, which is also the full length of my blouse. At the end is what I have. Now I'll go on to create the princess dart. To do that, measure what you have around your armhole curve. Bend your tape and measure it round like this. I have 9 inches. I'll be dividing that 9 inches by 2, and I have 4.5. I'll go on and mark the 4.5 there, and at that point, I'm going to create a curve connecting it into the bust point. Now I'm going to eliminate any form of bulge that will happen at that armhole. To do that, I'll go down by 0.7 inches. I'll come down by 0.7 inches and I'll go up by 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so I will go on and still create a curve, connecting it, blending it into the bust point, just like this. You're going to replace what you took as your dart. I took around 1 inch in total, so I'm going to replace that, but instead of using 1 inch, I'll use 1.5. I rather have excess. If there's excess, you can just trim it out. So now I'm going to create a curve. This is going to be our new armhole curve. It's very important you create this new armhole so you don't run short of fabric. So the next thing I'll be doing is to take my round body measurement. I've already measured out the bust, so I'll just go on and add sewing allowance of 1.5 inches. I'll divide my waist measurement of 33 inches by 4. I'm going to mark what I have there, and I'll add what I took out as my dart, which is 1 inch. I'll add that 1 inch, then I'll also add 1.5 inches for my sewing allowance. The hip measurement I'm working with is 41 inches. I divided it by 4. I marked it right there. I'll go on and add 2 inches for my hip extension. You can use 1 inch or 1.5 if you don't want yours to be as prominent as mine. Then I'll add 1.5 inches for my sewing allowance. I'll go on and connect all these dots together. I'll create the hip. Alright, then I'll also go on and shape it out like this. You see how I'm going about it? You can leave yours normal. Okay, you can see the outcome of mine on the screen. This is what I got at the end of the day. I'll go on and create sewing allowance for my shoulder using 1/2 inch. Alright, take note that I drafted this on a folded pattern paper. My pattern paper is on fold. Okay, you need to have your pattern paper like this, because what we have in the other side, I'm going to transfer it to the other part of the pattern paper. So I'll go on and cut out the neckline, the shoulder. We just cut out some parts of this blouse. Also, I forgot to replace what I took at the bust point. Okay, we know we took a dart of around 1 inch. Go ahead and replace it at the bust point right there. Okay, do this so you do not run short of fabric. I'll go on and continue with my cutting. I'll be cutting out this part like this, but I won't be cutting through the dart for now. Okay, I won't cut through the dart for now. So I'll just cut it like this. What the part I'm cutting now is going to reflect on the other part of our pattern paper. So the only thing we need to do at the other side now is to replace the dart at the other part. So I'll open it up like this, and I'm going to replace the dart at this part. Okay, just extend your lines and you can see this is what I have. Now I'm going to determine the part I want my slits to be. It can be at your right, at your left. It depends on what you want. I want mine to be at the left part of my blouse. So from my waist point, I came down by 2 inches. Okay, from my waist point, I came down by 2 inches. I'll go on and fold in the dart so it doesn't affect our measurements. After folding in the dart, from this part of the blouse, I'll go out by 7 inches. And at this other side, I'll go out by 4.5 inches. This is just to give me an idea on how to go about my curve. So I'll place my curve ruler on the 2 inches point I came down by, and I'll connect it to the 7 inches, okay, at this other end. And I'll try to create a curve to blend it into the rest part of my blouse. Okay, just like this, blend it in so you can have that curve at that point. I'll be doing the same thing at this other side. Okay, I'll connect it and then I'll try to blend it into the rest part of my blouse. So at the end, this is what we have. And I'll go on and cut it out. Right, see how I'm going about the cutting. Cut it out like this. Cut out the dart. Then you cut out the slit. I'll do the same thing with the other part. And you can see the shape we have. Then I'll go on and cut this other part of our blouse. So at the end, this is what we have. Okay, so next I'll go on and draft the back part of the blouse. I've gone ahead to mark my start line, and I also left 1.5 inches for my zipper allowance. I'm marking out my bust point, waist point, and the full length of the blouse at this point. I'll go on and rule a straight line connecting the dots. Next, I'll mark my shoulder measurement of 16 inches divided by 2, which is 8 inches plus half inch for sewing allowance. I marked my neck width of 3.5 inches and the neck depth for the back is 1.5 inches. I'll go on and roll my curve. At my shoulder point, I'll come down by 1 inch to serve as my shoulder slope. Then I'll take my armhole depth, I'll go on and label my lines. I'll divide my bust measurement by 4 and I'll mark it right there. And I'll get the midpoint of my armhole depth and I'll rule a curve. I'll take my bust span, which is from one nipple to another nipple. Mine is 9 inches divided by 2 is 4.5. So I'm marking 4.5 on my bust point, my waist point, and my hip point. And I'll rule a straight line connecting this point. At my waist point, I'll go in by half an inch and out by half an inch. And I'll connect the lines into the hip point like this. You can just go up at your hip point by 3 inches. And then I'll connect it, blending it in like this. I'll do same thing at the bust point. To create the princess dart for the back, I'll be using 3.5 inches. For the front, I use 4.5. I'll just go up like 1 inch higher than the front because this is the back. We don't have bust at the back, so you need it to be as straight as possible. You don't need so much curve for the back. And I'll go on and extend it by 1 inch. This is just to be on a safe side, okay? If there is excess, all you need to do is to trim it out. It's better you have excess, okay, than to have shortage. So now I'll go on and mark my round waist measurement. We've already taken our round bust measurement. I'll replace the darts I took, which is 1 inch, and I'll add my sewing allowance of 1.5. I'll go on and divide my hip measurement by 4 and add 2 inches for the hip extension and 1.5 for my sewing allowance. So at the bust, I'll also add my sewing allowance right there of 1.5. I'll go on and connect my points. So for the back, I went ahead to create that extra hip the way I did in front. I did that off camera. So now the next thing is to eliminate the zipper bulge for the back. To do that, at your waist point, you're going to come in by half an inch. Okay, I'll go in by half an inch at my waist point. And I'll rule a line, blending it upward and also blending it downward like this. And I'll also blend it into the length like this. Then I'll come in to the bodice and I'll take the half inch at that point like that and I'll blend it in. So at the end, we have our 1.5 zipper allowance intact, while any zipper bulge that would have happened is already eliminated. I hope you understand that. Just follow it the way you see me going about it. Remember to add that half inch back. The half inch you took to eliminate the zipper bulge, you add it back to the sides. Okay, so you do not run short of fabric. I'll go ahead and cut out. Watch carefully how I'm going about the cutting. if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, hit on the red button to subscribe so you can become a part of this community. Like our videos, also share, comment so it can spread to a wider audience. Also hit on the notification bell so you're updated when I upload the sewing tutorial of this princess dart blouse, which will be going up very soon. Thank you to all my subscribers. I really appreciate every one of you. So now I'll go ahead to show you how to create the trumpet sleeve. I already have my basic sleeve pattern here. I have a detailed tutorial on how to draft a basic sleeve pattern. I'm going to be linking a card up right now, and also I'll put it in the description box. The link is going to be in the description box. I'll mark out the full length of my sleeve, which is around 27 inches, because the sleeve does not stop at the wrist. It extends into the palm. Alright, so I had to add extra paper to the length of this pattern in order to achieve the full length of the sleeve. I wrote down the line, and then at that line I'm going to come out by 2 inches. You can do 3 inches. It depends on how much of the trumpet effect you want on your sleeve, but I'll just stick with 2 inches, and I'll get my curve rule and create my curve like this. So I'll go on and cut it out at that point. You can see what we have. Thank you for watching to this point. See you in the sewing tutorial of this princess dart blouse. God bless you. Bye.